everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Megan. This is MagicPlus. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day. Today, I want to do a little thing and talk about my small shop. My small shop is MagicPlus. I started it about a year ago. It was April 2019. I just want to talk about my shop, what my dreams were, how it's progressed, and then give you guys some information on the mistakes that I have made. So if you're looking to start a new business, you can look at my mistakes and go from there, because I made some doozy mistakes at the very beginning. So let's get started. MagicPlus started in April of 2019. I was working with my family at a tax agency and I got an end of the year bonus. So I said, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to save it, or do I want to go and do I want to invest in myself? So my fiance at the time, he said, you need to do it for you. Take the money. You have so many ideas when it comes to shirts and designs. Why don't you start a shirt business? I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I could do that. I really have designs. I have ideas, but there's a catch. I love small businesses. I do. And I know small businesses have to do what they can to make the money and keep afloat. However, as a girl who is plus sized, when I looked at small businesses, anytime you ordered a shirt that was an extra large or higher, you are paying more than anyone else is. And that's not what I wanted for my shop. I wanted people to be able to go on there, not have to worry about it, look at a shirt, look at a design, and pay the same as someone who's a small. And that was very, very important for me. I really am about size inclusivity. I really want someone to come into my shop and know that I'm gonna have larger sizes, but they're not gonna be more money for you. So that's where it really started. I looked at everything. I looked at other businesses that were doing fantastic. And I said, yeah, I can do this. I can really do this. So I started MagicPlus with a design. I'm going to show you her because it's pretty drastic from what I'm working with now. So this is the first ever MagicPlus shirt. So on the front, it says MagicPlus. And then I was doing this at the beginning of my company when I was doing mostly back designs. And let me tell you, the first mistake I made as a small business owner was the art. So I did hire someone to do some art for me for my first project, and I spent $160 for a book where I could have went to someone else and got it for cheaper. I was just so excited to start my business, and I was so excited to go and have this product and maybe see someone in the park one day wearing my shirt, that I was just shelling out money for a design that wasn't as good as what it could have been. This design that I went with is not the one that I spent $160 on, which is insane. I actually got this design from the screen printer I was working for. I gave them my idea, I did a rough sketch on it, and someone went and they made it better. I cannot draw whatsoever. Like, the best thing I can do is a stick figure, and even then it's kind of iffy. But they took my design and they made it this. Now, is this the best design in the world? No, but it was my first design. And that's something I want to tell you guys, is you put your foot out there and you get going and you do the work, and a shirt like that can turn into a shirt like this, which is the newest shirt in my line, which I'm in love with. So that was one of the first mistakes I've made as a small shop owner. I was also spending way too much money for shirts and not making the money back. And the first year of business is so hard for anybody to really just get their foot in the door and say, this is the money I have, but this is the money I have to spend. And then you have to wait to the clientele to get your name out there. And it was so hard. One of the first things I did that I'm very proud of is I actually reached out for a brand rep, and you may know her. Her name is Rita from Enchanted Rita over on her YouTube. I will link her down in the description below. She's amazing. I went to her and I told her my idea, and she was with me before I even had the shirt done. She said, yes, I love it. I love how you're doing size inclusivity. So that's one of the first things that I'm very proud of myself, because it is hard to reach out to people and wonder, are they gonna like my idea? Are they gonna be a part of the team that I'm hoping to build? And Rita is amazing and she's great, and you should really go check out her videos. She does some really cute ones, and I just love that she took a chance on me when it came to my shop, and she's still with me today. One thing that I think is really important when it comes to a small business, especially an Etsy shop like I do have, is your marketing. So for you watching at home, if you want to start a business, starting an Instagram was the first thing that I did, because if I had an Instagram, I could slowly get followers and slowly keep getting them, and then people would keep seeing my products. Now I almost have 1,000 followers, which on the grand scheme of things for most people isn't that much, but for a business that I started, that I've been working on so hard for a year and a half, almost 1,000 followers is tremendous for me. And I'm so excited to just have these people support me and seeing my shop and people buying my shirts and then just falling in love with them. Another thing I want to talk about is ideas, because you can have a lot of ideas for a product, but it doesn't mean everyone's gonna like the idea you have. So really just look out, go to people, ask questions, do a broad range of what do you like, what do you don't like, which is another thing that I did was I got more brand reps. So I have a total of 3 brand reps. I did Rita, I have the Leffersons, and then I have Miss Cherry. So with that, I broaden out these people that I actually have a message board with, that I say, here's the design idea. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Which one would you prefer? And I bounce ideas off of people who buy products like this, who go out and buy Disney products, and they tell me their honest opinions, and I'm so grateful for that. And for them to sit there and take time out of their day to really look at my ideas and give me their honest opinion is everything, and it really has helped. So if you have ideas, it's great, write them down, but talk to someone about them so you know it's not just a good idea for you, that other people would also like the products. So I will also link my other brand reps in the description below. Again, that is the Leffersons and Miss Cherry. You've probably heard of all of my brand reps because they're amazing, but go ahead and go check out their YouTube channels. So after doing all that, I finally hit the jackpot per se of ideas that I came up with. My simplest idea, but something that I felt like would really speak to people, and that was my It's Okay to Not Be Okay shirt, which is actually the shirt I wore on my first video before this for my intro. Me and my now husband, we've been together so long and we've gone through so many things, and we have worked through mental health problems on both ends, and we really had to go to a place in our life when we realized that it's okay for us to not be okay at the moment. It's okay for us to not always be happy. It's okay for us to be sad. And that message just really spoke so much to me. And Eeyore is one of my favorite Disney characters. And so being able to incorporate that, he suffers from depression. It's obvious in the cartoons that he's sad, but his friends don't try to change him, and his friends don't ignore him because he's upset. They still include him, and they let him be sad, and they let him know it's okay and we're here for you. And I thought that was such a good message to spread through the world. And that's actually one of my most popular designs. It's the first in my Winnie the Pooh mental health awareness line, and it's one of my favorites. Honestly, I have it everywhere. I've reprinted the shirt 4 times, and I own 4 of the shirts. Unnecessary, but oh well. Every time I printed them, I said, I gotta get a new one. You gotta get a new one. So I'm really proud about that one. And the thing when it comes to small business is to just sit there and really think what you want the business to be in a year. So last year I said, what do I want the business to be? I've just started. I want to have 500 followers on Instagram, and I've already done that. I want to have make more than what I did the first year business, which I've done, and I'm so proud of myself for that. And I think it's really important for you to sit there and reflect on the mistakes you've made and work towards doing something better and not making the same mistakes. But it's so important for you to sit there and say, what have I done that's worked? What have I done that's made me successful? And sit there and really give yourself a pep talk that you did that. You sat there, you had this idea, and it's just amazing to me to think that one day I might be in the park and I could be walking and someone could be in my shirt. That's something that I'm really proud of. So you can do it. If you're looking to start a small business, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions. I've made more mistakes than the $160 t-shirt idea. Trust me, I've made so many. There's been so many flops with the last year and a half. If you have questions, if you have comments, please leave a comment down below. I will talk to you. There's probably other people that have made the same mistakes or different mistakes, and they can talk to you about it down below too. So please leave a comment if you have any questions. Also leave a comment if you are part of the MagicPlus fam and you have a MagicPlus shirt. Please let me know which one you have. I do have a very exciting news for you guys that coming, well, the week I release this, I will be releasing my It's Okay to Not Be Okay masks, which I think is also so important to release at this time because we're going through a pandemic. People are lonely, they're by themselves, and when they go out in public, they can't talk to anybody, really, they can't hug anybody. So just a reminder, when you put a mask on, that it's okay at that moment to not be okay. It's okay to be stressed and to be worried and to be lonely. All of those feelings are all right. So I'm super excited to release those. If you could please like and subscribe to my channel, everything is very much appreciated. I appreciate you even just clicking on here and letting me be a part of your day. Until next time, this is MagicPlus, and please remember, everyone deserves magic plus a smile. Thank you.